These are from the Satterfield's place, and the preacher's wife got me this one, and her husband, and they brought it to the hospital.
We might ought to put that one out. You want to put it in the ground or put it in a pot?
Put it in a bigger pot, I guess. Too many in one thing, but...
What kind of beans did you plant right there?
White half runners.
Granny's planted her some white half runners, and they can run up her railing of her porch here. I brought some flowers we could plant in those two, but we could put that one from the preacher's wife in there. I could plant for you.
Probably needs some potting soil too.
Okay,
I was going to get some when I went to town, and I forgot it.
Pretty morning.
What have you got it set up out there for?
Oh, I just left it sitting there just so we could go down here and look. I didn't know where we would sit.
We don't sit in that chair because it's dirty. You can take pictures on hydrangea.
Okay, let's walk over there and look at it. Your hydrangea's beautiful.
And I may have a purple one blooming on the other side. We could walk out there and see. What have you got in this first row here?
This first row, these two little rows where your onions are, I see some of them coming up. You see the onion right there? See them all the way through there. There's two little rows of onions.
Can't see the one.
Right there, right there. I see them. Right over there. And then your corn...
Yeah, I see that one.
Yeah. Then your cornfield beans, they're looking pretty good. They're all up.
Yeah. I'll see if I can get Paul to water them again this evening. See that other stuff out.
Yeah, you want to walk over there and see?
Them, you'll plenty them too thick too.
Yeah.
But maybe they'll make it.
So right there's some zinnias, old maids I planted for you. And then some more over there. Let's go over here and look. Your tomatoes, one of them looks good and the others just look terrible. I don't know what's happened to them. Your little pepper looks good. Can you go, you want to go back up this hill and then go over? Or how do you?
We better.
Okay. We won't go down that far this time. Let's look at your little flowers though. Yeah. The flowers look good, and that petunia turned out one of them's pink. The other one's not bloomed. I got that off of the clearance rack, so I didn't know what color it was.
Oh.
Yeah, I'll water those for you before I go.
You ordered them Jack in the Pulpit things. Did they ever come?
No, I didn't order them. I got to do that.
You didn't order them?
Watch your head. Go in there. There you go. Let's just go.
We probably couldn't have kept them no way.
Well, no, I'm going to order us some.
I'm
I'm going to order us some. So your squash and zucchini look good. They're all up. More old maids. But back there in the back where I planted the cucumbers, I don't think a one of them's up. And it looks like something's been digging in them. So I think something's dug up the seeds.
Oh.
I brought some cucumbers, though, to replant.
Yeah. You didn't have no room to... Somebody sent me some peas. You didn't have no place to plant them.
Well, we put that one row right there, right over there is okra, but I don't see none of it hadn't come up yet. But no, I didn't know about your peas. What kind of peas?
The woman that sent them said they was cow peas.
Oh.
But they're big old peas.
Well, maybe we can plant them somewhere else. But over there in that little bed, your red hull peas are coming up.
Yeah, I see them. Everything needs watering.
Yeah. All the rain they said we was going to get didn't actually happen, did it?
No, it missed us, but I was glad the storm missed us. other hydrangeas.
Well,
That thing is just a wildflower, but I think it's pretty.
it's
I don't know what you call it.
it's yarrow.
Oh,
It is pretty.
is that like a herb?
Yeah, you can use it medicinally.
Oh,
It's pretty.
uh-huh.
Little tiny blooms.
Little fern-like leaves.
Yeah, the leaves are pretty. We could cut it back and it'll bush out more and it'll bloom again this summer.
You want to walk around yonder and see them other hydrangeas?
If you
I'd
want
like
to.
see if the purple one's blooming.
Okay.
I've got one purple one.
Well, your hostas are about to bloom.
Uh-huh.
Irises have already bloomed. There's your 2 pots. I could put some flowers in there.
They've got stuff in them.
What have they got growing in
I
them?
think I planted flowers in there, but they're just now coming up.
Oh, okay.
They're real thick, though.
Well,
And that's my clematis. That's the tiger lilies, but they've not bloomed yet.
they're about to bloom. They've got a little bud in them.
You need to get yours started in.
You gave me some last year.
Yeah.
Yeah. But mine don't look that good.
This one here. No, it's not bloomed yet, but it's purple. When it does bloom, it's purple. It might have that one if we'd trimmed it back.
Right.
I had Paula's trim some of these
Come
others.
over here and look at these
This
two.
one is different. It just has a different bloom. It just don't bloom as big. It's still pretty.
It's beautiful. I think it's almost a different shade of blue. It is, I think.
It's a different flower completely.
It is. It's beautiful. Well, this lily looks different. That's pretty.
That's a store-bought, and them wild ones are mixing with it.
Oh, and then you've got, this is a hydrangea too. Is this like what they call a oak leaf hydrangea?
Yeah.
And it's humongous. It's way
Yeah.
taller than we are. Probably.
Yeah. That's the one Beverly gave you, and you gave it to me. And it's just growed.
I don't even remember that. Beverly gave it to me and I gave it to you.
Yeah. You have to take a picture of it, show it to her. And it's even down in there, see?
Do you remember? Did she give it to me? Because it was...
She just had so many she couldn't fool with them, I think.
Oh,
Snowball bush right there.
it's already bloomed.
Yeah, it's not bloomed yet.
I've not bloomed yet. I don't see no blooms on it. Oh, look, Mama. It's 2 deer. They just run right through there. I thought it was a dog at first, but it was 2 little bitty deer.
Oh,
I think they were bedded right there.
let's watch them, see if they go down the hill.
Just run right over there and stopped. So I come down to visit with Granny this morning, and we went out and looked at her gardens. Doing pretty good, don't you think? I brought some cucumber seeds to replant the cucumbers that have not come up. We were walking back to sit on the porch for a spell. We jumped 2 deer right there. So I was like, that doesn't bode well for our our garden. So we'll have to see about that, but they've not been in it so far. What are you most excited about? Or you may be most excited like I am about the corn in the big garden.
Yeah, I love that silver queen corn. It's so good.
It's been a long time since we had corn down there.
And you planted some peanut beans. Are they doing good?
I've not looked to see if they're up, but yeah, we planted them for you.
They probably are.
But you're excited about the corn. It's nice to see Daddy's garden and your garden. When we first moved here, y'all had to you had to cut down the trees, as they would say. You had to hew the garden place out, didn't you? Cut down that was just woods.
Yeah.
Did it take Daddy a year or 2 to do it?
No, it didn't take him long, I don't think.
Yeah. And y'all grew all kinds of stuff when I was growing up, but probably your mainstay was beans and corn.
Yeah.
Squash, of course, you grow squash and zucchini and tomatoes.
Yeah, we raised a lot of corn. One year I had the freezer full of corn. It was really good.
And Silver Queen was Daddy's favorite, and it's my favorite, and I guess it's your favorite.
Yeah.
For the past several years, we've had to get our Silver Queen from Farmer Tim down the road.
Yeah.
He's kept us supplied, but it's nice to be able to grow our own again.
Yeah.
Granny used to, that was one of your, didn't you say one of your favorite places to be, in the bean patch, to go pick beans?
Yeah, I love to pick beans and break beans. And even canning. I didn't mind canning. I hope I can can some more this year.
Most people
I'll be able to.
dream about going to the movies, or, I don't know, going on a cruise or something like that, and Granny dreams about going to the bean patch.
Yeah. Yeah. The best beans I had last year, I went out in the garden just to pick the seeds. You know, I thought I'd save them for seeds. And I got enough to make me a mess of cornfield beans. And that was the best beans I'd had all year. They was really ripe. And it seems like always the best, the last
When they're real full.
The last ones you get are the best.
Full and have lots of shellies in them. Yeah, makes them good. Granny's green beans are the best ever. But I do mine just like she does, and mine's just not as good. It's just yours. You've made them so many times over the years, or something. People say you put love in them. I guess that's it.
I just try to fix them good.
Yeah.
I learned.
Well, hopefully you can do some canning this year. Paul will be here to help you. Since he's retired, I could help you too, but Paul will be here. The hard part's just getting that big canner on and off. The heavy part.
Yeah. He had to do that for me last year.
Let me go get you some water.
Get me one of my peppermints that I hold in my mouth.
Okay, where are they at?
There's a jar of them on the counter right there. Did you show these flowers?
Yeah, we did in the beginning. We did in the beginning. There you go. Another thing Granny always loved to do was work in her flowers, and they're kind of overgrown now because she's not able to do it. And I've tried to help her. Paul tries to help her, but it's not like her doing it. Yeah, but you've got some beautiful flowers though. Nice that you remember Beverly give us that one, because I would have never in a million years remembered that. I just assumed you got it somewhere and planted it.
It was just a little tiny thing. But
And I probably didn't have time to fool with it, and I give it to you. Yeah, it's beautiful.
And Beverly didn't have time. And
Yeah.
I don't know how she got it, but
Man, I
she
don't
didn't
know.
have time.
Somebody might have given it to her, like for I don't know. Might have even been when Alex was born or something. I don't know. But it sure is pretty.
Has big sleeves on it.
Big old leaves. Yeah. Granny's been keeping busy crocheting, so we brought some of her crochet out. She wanted to show you what she's been making. Of course, everything she makes, mostly everything, is for the grandkids these days. These are the most beautiful, I'll hold it up for you and you can talk about it. Beautiful little jacket sweaters.
I made 3 of them.
3 for her
I just finished one this week.
3 great-granddaughters. And they're all sisters, so that would be a really pretty picture to have them all. They're like little stair steps, have them dressed. That's really beautiful. I think it's one of the prettiest thing Granny's made, just because it's so bright with the colors. So pretty.
I started making little vest for the little great-grandsons.
Yeah, for all the little grandsons.
And now was cleaning up the living room and I've misplaced my pattern.
Oh, well, you'll find it.
And I've hunted yesterday
This one's really pretty,
and
blue.
today. I need to make one more.
One more.
And I can't make it if I can't find my pattern.
I like Granny's she puts a little tag on it so she knows which one it's for. So this is for Asa, one of her great-grandsons. So pretty. What else you got in there? Anything?
That's just the rest of the sweaters. And
I thought I seen something other color down in there. Oh, goodness. This is really pretty.
I just like that pink so good.
Yeah. That's a pretty little sweater again for the little girls. And it's got the prettiest little flower buttons on it. That's adorable. I can just see Anne-Marie in it. That would be adorable.
And this is one I made really for Mary Catherine.
For the baby. Oh, that's pretty.
I made it before I decided to make the other one.
Oh, ain't that pretty?
To match the other girls.
Love those colors. You could wear that over any of her little dresses or anything to church. That's adorable. Adorable.
I'm just keeping these till Christmas.
Yeah. This is Granny's getting ahead of me for sure. She's getting ahead of the rush of Christmas. She's doing her Christmas work right now, so then when Christmas comes, she won't have to worry about it.
I've looked all day yesterday for my
With the pattern.
to make these little vests. And if I can't find it, I'll just have to make him a little sweater.
Wow.
April's babies.
Yeah.
Due in October.
So Granny's got, well, she had 3 kids. She's got 5 grandkids, right? Am I right on that? And then how many great-grandkids are you up to? So you've got the 3 girls, you've got 3 boys, so that's 6, and 2 more on the way. 8, you'll have 8 by year end. So you're increasing. Your generations are increasing. Yeah.
Yeah.
And the 3 little girls were the first great-grandkids, but now they're going to be, so they were the majority, but now they're not going to be the majority no more. The boys are going to outdo them.
They're outdo
them. So, all really sweet, though, all of them. So 2 on the way, and then 2 boys. 3 boys. I'm getting mixed up myself trying to think of all their little faces. 3 boys already here and 2 on the way.
Yeah.
So
I've got to look again today for that vest pattern.
Yeah. You probably just misplaced it.
If I don't find it, I'll just make it a little sweater.
Well, yeah. Those little vests are cute. Granny made me some vests like that several years ago. You remember made me some brown ones? I wore them, especially when I was still working and I had to kind of dress up every day. I wore them all the time in the winter over my, a long sleeve shirt, and then I could wear dress pants with it. And I still wear some of the ones, even now. I don't know if I wore that brown one this past winter, but some of those others you've made me. A lot of times I'll come.
Nice in the wintertime.
Oh yeah,
they'll
keep you warm. A lot of times I'll come down and to see Granny, and I'll have one of her sweaters on. She'll say, "That's so pretty. Where did you get it?" And I say, "You made it. You just forgot."
Yeah, I made it.
You make so much, you forget. I'm gonna let the flower seeds blow away. I brought some flower seeds in case Granny wanted me to plant any more flowers for her. But the old maids are coming up good. What have you planted in this bed right here in front of us?
Marigolds.
Marigolds.
I've heard that marigolds would keep the deer away.
Yeah, I've heard marigolds would keep lots of things away, but I've in my own garden have not seen it to be true. So they're supposed to keep a lot of garden pests away, but I've not seen that be true for me. Maybe it is for some people though, and that's good.
I don't think the little deer went on down the road.
I think they just run right down there and stopped. They probably laid. They looked really little. Maybe this year's fawns. Maybe they laid back down. They might be twins.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. When I first heard them jump and run, the first one, I seen it, and I thought because it was small, I thought it was a dog, and I was trying to place what dog that could be, and then I seen the next one and realized it was deer.
I think they're awful cute, but I sure hope they don't find my garden.
I know. I know.
A big rabbit ate my cornfield beans last year. They ate every leaf off. They were just a stalk standing there.
Yeah, rabbits will do that. We're lucky that there are several dogs. People own them in our holler here, and they don't have them caged up, so they kind of roam around and then go back home to eat. But a lot of times they keep the animals, they chase them, so they keep them chased out. It's not that the dog don't understand they're protecting our garden. They just like to chase things, so they chase the deer and chase the rabbits and the groundhogs and things like that. Granny's grandson, my nephew Ben, he lives in the city limits of Murphy, and he tried to have a garden. I don't think he tries anymore, but right there in the city limits, the deer was in his garden, and especially the groundhogs, and he would live trap them and take them somewhere and let them go, but he just couldn't trap them all. There were so many, which seems strange for that many groundhogs to be in the city limits, but it was just an ongoing thing.
He gave up on his garden.
He gave up finally. Yesterday when I was coming home down in Brasstown, I seen 2 groundhogs, which is, I don't usually see them together, but they were both together right just maybe 5 feet apart on the side of the road, facing the road, almost like they were about to start a race on see who could get across the road. It's funny. Down around the folk school I seen them.
While we're talking, I wanted to thank everybody that's prayed for me. So far, my cancer seems to be gone. And I've had a lot of people praying for me. I think the Lord answered their prayers.
Yeah. And Granny's so thankful, too, for all the cards and the gifts and the messages and comments and emails and everything. So thankful for all those things. We share them with Granny, and she's really blessed, and I think she's right. I think all of you praying's what's really helped her, and prayer, we're big believers in prayer. Prayer really works, and especially when Granny was in the hospital, she had some rough days there that didn't look so good, but she pulled out of all of it. Yeah.
They was really good to me in the hospital.
They were so good.
Treated me so good.
Both hospitals here, close to home and the one further away. There was just not one person that come in contact with Granny that wasn't just top notch. And the people at our local hospital in Union County, they literally saved your life.
Mm-hmm.
They did, yeah. Before she got to take her helicopter ride,
yeah.
They literally, no doubt about it, saved her life. They stayed calm and cool and collected and done what needed to be done, and they saved her life.
I had lost so much blood, I couldn't have made it much longer.
No, you was pretty much losing it as fast as they was putting it in, but they were so calm and cool and knew what they were doing, and yeah.
And one of the nurses even prayed for me, too.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
I really appreciated that.
Yeah. I think one of those nurses Paul had in school, hadn't he, years ago at Blairsville? Yeah. So that's neat. Yeah, that Paul, he got to see his over the years teaching school. He's seen so many kids grow up because he taught for so long. Now he's retired, and then he was a principal for so long. So I know that was really rewarding for him to see someone that he used to see in the hallways at school, in her job there as a nurse, and then actually taking care of his mother. So pretty powerful. Well, what you going to do the rest of the day, Granny?
I'm going to hunt
that pattern
one more time.
So you can crochet.
If I can't find it, I'll just have to make it a little sweater.
Is that all you like for your Christmas? Then you'll be done?
Well, I'm going to make the big girls something if I have time. I don't know how. But starting this early, I should have time. My granddaughters.
Yeah. Lots of times Granny will pick out a sweater pattern or whatever it is. One year you made us all quilts, like a crocheted throw quilt, and then she'll just make that for all of us. And Granny's so kind, she'll ask each woman or each girl, what color do you like, and let us pick out the colors, which is nice.
I love to crochet. It passes the time so fast.
You were making some little Christmas decorations. Are you still making them?
Yeah, I had to quit while I was making the sweaters, but
I
I
told
need to get back on them.
Granny, we've got you really in the sunshine. I hope people can see you.
It feels good.
Feels good on your bones. But I told Granny if she got a lot of those little ornaments made, I would try to sell them for her and make her some extra money. I don't know if she's going to get extras made.
I won't get enough made to sell.
Well, if you make 10, we'll sell 10.
That wouldn't be worth it.
Oh, it would. Last year she made everybody, that was our gift. She made all of us ornaments. All the ladies and the girls made us ornaments for our tree. So that was nice. Give us a little bag. Yeah, last year you didn't get to do as much because you wasn't feeling good and you was taking all those cancer treatments, and it's hard for you to think about all the stuff. You just had to concentrate on getting better. So.
Yeah, the Lord has really blessed me so far. And I thank Him for every day I get.
Oh, I know, you do. I do too. I thank Him for every day you get and every day I get too. We're very blessed, for sure.
I had no idea the deer was that close.
Oh, yeah, they are. Just because of like I said, the dogs keep them pushed back, or they would have already eat all of our gardens in the years past, because there's deer close enough that Matt deer hunts, so. But most of the time they stay out of the area around the houses. And then also I think is helpful that we live in, because of where we live, there's so much growth every year, this time of the year, that there's plenty for them to eat. It's not like they're hunting for something to eat. There's plenty for them to eat in the woods. So they don't necessarily have to come and eat our gardens, although they might, but they don't have to.
Yeah.
They've got enough to eat.
The best stuff is in the garden. It's more tender. And
yeah.
I just hope they don't find my beans. Somebody said you could put tinfoil plates, and they'd make a racket and scare them off.
Yeah, you could try that. We used to always make a scarecrow for Pap's big garden. Remember that? Granny would get one of Pap's old shirts and his pants and a hat.
You think a deer's would be?
We could I thought about making one like that and then tying those pie plates on it so they, like on its arms.
So they could blow in the wind.
Yeah. And a very nice friend, subscriber, thank you, sent us some bird scare tape. I thought about putting those on something so that could just float around. But we're better getting if we're going to do any of that.
Yeah.
We better just keep thinking we're going to. And
the days go so fast.
The garden's growing.
They're gone before you can get what you plan to do.
I know. Can you believe this is the 6th month of the year? I don't know where the past 6 months went. Before you know it, it will be Christmas.
Yeah, well, it's been a lot of trips to the doctors for one thing.
Yeah, that's true.
It takes up the time. It ruins your day.
Yeah.
That's just a little bird out there in the yard.
Oh, I see it running around. Is that a sparrow, maybe?
Oh, what that is, it's awful tiny.
Your orange daylilies are really blooming over there. Do you remember where you got those?
I just got them down the road. They're wild.
Yeah.
And they multiply so fast. And once you plant them, you can't get rid of them. I've cut them down and dug them up, thrown them out. But they come right back.
Didn't Mama Marie tell you that?
Yeah, she told me I'd regret planting them. That's before I had any of the red and yellow and pink and purple. And I think actually in that one garden they've mixed.
Mixed together?
With the flowers I had in there. But so far they hadn't mixed with my red and purple and yellow ones.
Well, they are pretty, even though if they do spread, they're a pretty one. Pretty flower and bright.
Yeah.
Well, I hope you enjoyed catching up a little bit with Granny. I know a lot of you have been wondering about her and hoping to see her in a video, and so she's doing really good and excited about the big garden, the corn and the peanut beans, and also excited about her garden.
We may have to get Matt to set up all night.
Yeah. I told him he could put a hammock down there at the big garden.
Yeah.
But maybe he could put it in our road, set him up a camp between your garden and the big garden.
And he could see
the deer, see what's going on.
Chase them out.
Yeah. Well, we're always glad when you stop by to visit with us and help us celebrate Appalachia.